High in the Himalayas, nestled amongst towering peaks and glaciers, lies a secret so profound and eerie that it has baffled scientists and explorers for decades. This is not just any secret, it is one that is whispered on the wind, carried through the icy air and etched in the very bones that lie scattered across the landscape. It is a secret whispered on the wind, a secret etched in bone. The wind carries tales of a time long past, of lives abruptly ended, and of mysteries that remain unsolved. Each gust seems to echo with the voices of those who once walked these paths, now reduced to mere skeletal remains. This is the story of Roopkund Lake, a place where the past refuses to stay buried. At sunrise, the lake reveals its haunting beauty, with skeletal remains peeking through the snow as if trying to tell their story. Roopkund is not just a lake, it is a time capsule, preserving the secrets of a forgotten era. Known as Skeleton Lake, it is a chilling reminder of the fragility of life. The sight of skeletons scattered around the lake is both eerie and humbling, a stark reminder of our own mortality. Each bone tells a story of a life once lived, of dreams and aspirations that were cut short. Roopkund sits at an altitude of over 16,000 feet. The journey to this remote location is not for the faint-hearted. The thin air and treacherous paths make it a challenging trek, but those who brave the journey are rewarded with a sight that is both breathtaking and haunting. It is a place of stark beauty. The serene waters of the lake, set against the backdrop of towering peaks, create a scene of unparalleled beauty. Yet beneath this beauty lies a dark and mysterious past, waiting to be uncovered. The air is thin, the silence broken only by the sound of the wind whistling through the mountains. This haunting melody adds to the eerie atmosphere of the place, making one feel as if they have stepped into another world, a world where the past and present coexist. And then there are the skeletons. Scattered around the lake, these remains are a silent testament to a tragedy that occurred centuries ago. Each bone, each fragment holds a piece of the puzzle, waiting to be pieced together to reveal the full story. Hundreds of them scattered around the edges of the lake and beneath its icy surface. Who were these people? Were they travelers caught in a sudden storm, or victims of an ancient ritual? The questions are endless, and the answers remain elusive. What brought them to this desolate place? Was it a pilgrimage, a journey of faith, or a desperate attempt to escape something? The desolate landscape offers no clues, only more questions. These are the questions that have haunted explorers and scientists for decades. Each expedition to Roopkund brings new discoveries, but also new mysteries. The more we learn, the more we realize how little we know. The mystery of Roopkund is a journey into the heart of the unknown. It is a journey that challenges our understanding of history, of life and death, and of the human spirit. Each step taken in the snow is a step closer to uncovering the truth. Yet the truth remains just out of reach. It is a story that will send shivers down your spine and leave you breathless with wonder. The spine-chilling scenery, combined with the haunting history of the lake, creates an experience that is both terrifying and awe-inspiring. Come, dear reader, and let us explore together the secrets of Skeleton Lake. Let us delve into the mysteries that lie beneath the surface and uncover the stories that have been waiting to be told for centuries. The journey is not easy, but the rewards are beyond measure. The year was 1942. The world was at war. But high in the Himalayas, a different kind of discovery was about to be made. A forest ranger, on patrol in the Nanda Devi region, stumbled upon a sight that would chill him to the bone. There, in the clear, shallow water of Roopkund Lake, lay hundreds of human skeletons. The discovery sent shockwaves through the region. Rumors spread like wildfire. Some whispered of an ancient battle fought on the shores of the lake. Others spoke of a ritualistic suicide, a mass sacrifice to appease the mountain gods. The authorities were baffled. Who were these people and how had they met their end in this remote corner of the Himalayas? The mystery of Roopkund Lake had begun. The Roopkund Lake is not an easy place to reach. It lies at the end of a grueling 5-day trek, accessible only during a few short months of the year. The trail winds its way through dense forests, across meadows carpeted in wildflowers, and over treacherous mountain passes. Yet every year, hundreds of pilgrims brave the journey. They come to pay homage to the goddess Nanda Devi, whose shrine sits high above the lake. The trek is a pilgrimage, a test of faith and endurance. The air grows thinner with every step, the landscape ever more desolate. But for those who make the journey, the rewards are great. The views are breathtaking, the silence profound. And at the end of the trail lies Roopkund Lake, a place of mystery and wonder. The villagers who live in the shadow of Nanda Devi have long known the secrets of Roopkund Lake. They speak in hushed tones of the skeletons, careful not to anger the spirits that reside there. Legends and folklore have been woven around the lake, passed down through generations. Some stories tell of a king and his entourage caught in a blizzard while crossing the pass. Others speak of a group of pilgrims struck down by a sudden hailstorm. The truth, shrouded in the mists of time, remains elusive. But one legend stands out, a tale whispered around campfires, a story that sends shivers down the spines of even the bravest trekkers. It is the legend of the cursed king, a tale of hubris and divine retribution. The legend tells of King Jasdaval, a proud and arrogant ruler who dared to venture into Nanda Devi's sanctuary with his pregnant wife Rani Balampa. They were on a pilgrimage, seeking the goddess's blessings for their unborn child. But the king, blinded by pride, failed to show the mountain deity the respect she deserved. Enraged by his disrespect, Nanda Devi unleashed her fury. A terrible storm descended upon the king and his followers. The sky turned black as night, the air thick with hailstones the size of fists. Trapped on the exposed slopes, the king and his entourage perished. Their bodies, scattered around the lake, became a grim reminder of the goddess's wrath. The legend of the cursed king is a cautionary tale, a reminder that even the mightiest are at the mercy of the mountains. For decades, the mystery of Roopkund Lake has captivated the imagination of scientists and researchers. Nestled high in the Indian Himalayas, this glacial lake, also known as the Skeleton Lake, has been the subject of numerous studies and expeditions. The allure of the unknown and the promise of uncovering ancient secrets have drawn many to its icy shores. In the 1950s, an expedition by the Anthropological Survey of India recovered over 300 skeletons from the lake. These findings were both shocking and intriguing, raising more questions than answers about the origins and fate of these individuals. Initial examinations suggested that the remains were ancient, perhaps dating back centuries. The sheer number of skeletons and their well-preserved state in the cold, high-altitude environment added to the enigma. But the mystery deepened when, in the early 2000s, a team of scientists from India and Europe conducted DNA analysis on the skeletons. The results were startling. They revealed a complex and unexpected history. The skeletons belonged to two distinct groups of people, separated by time and possibly by origin. This discovery challenged previous assumptions and opened new avenues of research. One group, larger in number, appeared to be of South Asian ancestry, likely local inhabitants or travelers from nearby regions, while the other, smaller group showed genetic markers more common in people from the Eastern Mediterranean. This raised intriguing questions about ancient migration patterns and interactions between distant cultures. The mystery of Roopkund Lake was no longer just a local legend. It had become a focal point for scientific inquiry, drawing experts from around the world. It had become a global enigma, a puzzle that continues to intrigue and inspire researchers, historians, and adventurers alike. Further research has revealed tantalizing clues about the identities and fates of the Roopkund skeletons. Radiocarbon dating suggests that the remains date back to the 9th century AD. Analysis of the bones indicates that the individuals were healthy and well-nourished before their deaths. Intriguingly, many of the skulls show evidence of blunt force trauma, consistent with injuries caused by hailstones. The positioning of the skeletons, some found huddled together, suggests that death was swift and unexpected. But questions remain. Who were these people, and what brought them to this remote lake? Were they pilgrims, traders, or perhaps an invading army? And what role did the legendary hailstorm play in their demise? Despite decades of research, the mystery of Roopkund Lake remains unsolved. Nestled high in the Indian Himalayas, this glacial lake, also known as Skeleton Lake, has puzzled scientists and historians alike. The lake, which remains frozen for most of the year, reveals its eerie secret only when the ice melts, exposing hundreds of human skeletons. Theories abound, each more intriguing than the last. Some suggest that the skeletons date back to the 9th century, while others believe they are much older. The diverse origins of the remains have led to numerous speculations about who these people were and what brought them to this remote location. Some researchers believe that the two groups of people represented in the skeletons were part of a single pilgrimage, perhaps led astray by their guides. This theory is supported by the presence of traditional pilgrimage artifacts found near the site, suggesting a spiritual journey gone tragically wrong. Others speculate that the smaller group, with their Mediterranean ancestry, may have been traders, traveling along the ancient Silk Road that once passed through the Himalayas. The Silk Road was a network of trade routes that connected the East and West, and it is possible that these traders were seeking new opportunities or routes. Could they have been caught in a sudden storm while crossing the high pass? The harsh and unpredictable weather of the Himalayas is well documented, and a sudden storm could have easily overwhelmed the travelers, leading to their untimely demise. The truth, lost to time, may never be fully known. The lake's remote location and the passage of centuries have obscured the details of this ancient tragedy. Yet the allure of Roopkund Lake continues to captivate those who seek to uncover its secrets. But the search for answers continues, driven by a thirst for knowledge and a fascination with the past. Modern technology and scientific advancements offer new hope for unraveling the mystery, as researchers employ DNA analysis, carbon dating, and other methods to piece together the story of Roopkund. The skeletons of Roopkund serve as a stark reminder of the power of nature and the mysteries that lie hidden in the world's most remote corners. They stand as silent witnesses to a forgotten past, urging us to explore, discover, and understand the world around us. The wind whispers through the passes, carrying with it the secrets of centuries past. The sun glints off the surface of Roopkund Lake, illuminating the skeletal remains that lie scattered around its edges. The mountains remember, even if we do not. What do you think happened to the souls at Roopkund? Were they pilgrims seeking blessings or travelers caught in a twist of fate? The mountains hold their secrets close, but perhaps if we listen carefully, we might just hear the echoes of the past. The mystery of Roopkund Lake is a journey into the heart of the unknown. It is a journey that challenges our understanding of the past and reminds us that some secrets are not meant to be fully revealed.